And Benedict, now there is, of course, a blackout on talking about the election issues. So the media full of stories today about dogs at polling stations and, of course, the famous British weather.
Yes, so dogs at polling stations, that is a fairly newish tradition. It's existed for several general elections. Of course, we've had ample opportunity to see the hashtag dogs at polling stations because we've had 3 general elections in just under 5 years. So big, small, dressed up in all kinds of get-up. One is a Santa Claus. That is doing the rounds. But certainly, and as for the weather, well, some would say very predictably, we are in December, it has been pouring cats and dogs, get the pun, and it's been quite windy, but some people are less fortunate in the UK and they've had to brave snow to go to the polling stations. Interestingly, I think we'll find that the postal vote is up. One person who availed themselves of that possibility is the leader of the Brexit Party, Nigel Farage. But of course, all the other main leaders of parties actually went in person to vote. And of course, we have that all on camera.
All right, well, tell us how things are going to pan out through the evening, Benedict. When will we get an idea of how the country has voted?
So, polling stations actually opened at 7 a.m. local time. They closed at 2200 GMT, 10 p.m. British time. And within a minute or two of that, we will see the publication, which of course will carry here on France 24, of a exit poll. Now, that exit poll is actually carried out by Ipsos Mori. It is the same poll on all the British broadcasters. Of course, there'll be varying interpretations of it, and that's where the skill comes into it. But what we can say is that the exit poll, for example, in 2017, correctly predicted the hung parliament. It also correctly predicted the Conservative majority in 2015. So we have every reason to believe that, fingers crossed, nevertheless, that we will get some indication at around 11 p.m, effectively Paris time. What we do know is we'll get first actual results within an hour of the closing of the polls, and I think that we can safely say that the majority of results will be declared by returning officers across the United Kingdom overnight, and by 2 a.m, certainly, possibly by 4 a.m, depending on how close the result is, we should have a very clear indication whether it is Boris Johnson, who continues to be Prime Minister, and whether he has a working majority, or whether it is Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party, who gets to be Prime Minister and form a new government. MPs expected here in Westminster next Tuesday to be sworn in.
All right, Benedict, it's going to be a long night. Thank you very much.